Apply a little bit of pressure. We're gonna go archers as well, just where they're in that like super shot range. Beautiful. And I like this to protect the archers. Those archers are getting so much value. They just shredded that Tesla and now they're shredding everything. Evo archers just carried that push. Oh my god, we did. Ew, what's up gamers, it's Jerky here, and today we're gonna be playing one of the most toxic no skill decks inside of Clash Royale. As you can see from my screen, yes, it's Giant Graveyard, one of my favorite decks to make videos about. Because I still feel like some of you don't know that this deck exists, so in case you didn't, here it is. And if you're a mid-ladder menace, I gotta say, this is the deck for you. This deck is just so strong, it's so easy to play. I was using it for a little bit before I started recording, and I just trounced everyone. So I genuinely can say that this deck is so easy, it's so no skill, you have to give it a try. The talk is cheap, that's enough yapping for me. Let's get into some games, and I'll show you how to dominate with this deck. Alright, in our first match of the video, running this toxic Giant Graveyard deck. I mean, you know, I think toxicity is kind of in the eye of the user, you know. I think he's cycling to a hog, but I really want to get King Tower activated. Nope, okay, he goes to Expo. No point in getting King Tower activated against Expo. So interesting play by the Expo user. Not necessarily a bad play, just interesting. Okay, he gets a small lock there. That was definitely a mistake, but it's fine. When you run Giant Graveyard, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not even joking. Even against an Expo user, you like almost have nothing to fear. So that was really aggressive. So being the no skill Giant Graveyard player that I am, I'm gonna go like this, have Snowball ready for skeletons. Just kidding, we don't need to. We're probably just gonna take his whole tower. So that's gonna pretty much wrap up. Oh no, he got the log down. He got the log down. No, that's pretty much going to wrap up the first game. So you can see there I messed up defending the Expo. I just went in for a Giant Graveyard, and this match is effectively over. So, thumbs up. I'm not going to cut it yet, but that just goes to show how you know, no skill this deck is. I literally made a mistake and still took his tower. So, shout out to Giant Graveyard. Where would Clash Royale be without Giant Graveyard? Am I right? Okay, he goes for his archers in the back. I mean, this is a threatening push, to be honest. I'm just going to let it do its thing. He might go skeletons on the archers. He might not. I don't really know. I'm just going to let this go. I basically just saved my giant for the Expo. And we're not going to mess it up this time the way that we did previously. I'll even go arrows on it. The giant should take care of the rest. If he goes for a Tesla, we can go for archers. We're going to be ready. But archers on the skeletons is still a good play. That Night Witch threatens the right side as well. And then our giant threatens the left side. I'll just take this snowball here just to kind of like slow down his archers just because they're getting a lot of value. And boom, tower down. Life is good, isn't it? Okay. I'll just go for my Evo Knight. When it's walking, it'll eat up the archer shots. Giant down low. And once Expo gets into a 2-tower situation, it is like significantly worse than when it's in a 1-tower situation. Bowler just to preserve the HP of my giant, just so it can do more damage. And I can pretty confidently say that I think that this game is over. So we're going to go ahead and arrows the archers here. And just a friendly reminder that I started this game off with an absolute flub, and we were still able to get the dub here. So we're going to go like this. There you go. Just get the bowler down. You have so many answers for Expo. You have bowler, you have knight. Yeah, so this game's over. We're going to take the dub in our first match. Just flexing the no skill, and we'll catch you in the next one. Alright, into our next match here against Raphael. And you might be wondering, like, what makes Giant Graveyard no skill? Why is it a no skill deck? The best answer that I can kind of come up with is that people don't know how to defend Graveyard. Like, there are certain win conditions that are fairly intuitive to defend. Like, the example that I would give you is a Goblin Barrel. People know how to defend a Goblin Barrel. If your win condition is Goblin Barrel, all you have to do is log it. Your win condition is Graveyard. You need to know how to defend well with troops. You need to know placements and all of that. So like I said, that is kind of what I think makes it no skill. He just whiffed that rocket, so being the no skill player that I am, knowing he's running Expo, we're going to do this. He gave me the GGs. Interesting. I don't know if he's calling good game for himself or maybe for me. Maybe he thought he could defend that, but we just took half of his tower and then some. So if that's not no skill, I don't know what is. I don't know what my bot opponent was doing. I think he's running Expo, but my man lost damn near his whole tower. We have Knight in cycle if he goes in for the Expo. But yeah, yep, there it is. Okay, we're gonna go Knight. Knight, really good answer here. We're gonna go archers once that locks on. Kind of spacing it out, like, so it's hard to hit a rocket. You could go log, and we're gonna get the bowler down here as well. And we're chilling like a villain. making sure that we place that bowler in a spot where it's difficult to rock it. So that's actually crazy that we have 2 games in a row against Expo. Okay, he's gonna get a little baby lock here, so we're just gonna go arrows and kill this Expo. Expo's extremely susceptible to spells. Like, it's a very weak, like, the HP of the building itself is really weak. So we're fine. We're almost inside of spell cycle range. And once we survive single elixir, it's, like, really hard for the Expo player to break through. Like, in general, it's just difficult. So because he doesn't have the Expo in cycle, I'm going to go Giant in the back. Just because it's not a great rocket. If I went Night Witch in the back, he'd probably rocket, yeah. And then now I can still go Knight to block for the Expo, so it's not a big deal. Archers like this in the middle, kind of behind the Giant, so that way the Giant will be tanking. They'll be surviving and supporting, which is exactly what we want. Goes for the log. I'm going to go Bowler in front on this side, so that way that's a threat. Okay, good. Tesla from him, honestly, but that is still going to fall, so I ain't really worried about it. Nice. Right side, also a really good threat. Okay. Nice. We forced out a lot of elixir. We forced out that Ice Whiz, and look, Evo Knight, one of the best answers for the Expo as well. That's why we like it. We're gonna go Archers right away, just in case he goes for the Tornado, and he did. That's like Icepo 101 is they'll tornado your troops away. So that's kind of why we went for it. We have a really nice counter push here. I'm curious what he does. I'm just going to go in for the Graveyard just to kind of like force out Elixir from him. Plus we have a surviving Giant. We're going to go for a preemptive Snowball. He has to play Skeletons or Log or something like that. Yeah, my boy just gave up. So GG's to this guy. I mean, I like the idea, but Giant Graveyard's just too strong. So 2 wins, pretty much not using any skill. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next match. Into our next match here against Pillow, I think is probably how you'd say it. The reason I like this deck too, for my people that have 0 evolutions or no evolutions, this deck is still OP without evolutions. If you don't have evolutions, you know, you can swap out minions for like archers or something like that. That's probably what I would do if I didn't have Evos. Or if you only have Evo Knight, you can put in minions for the archers. I only have the archers in here because they're a strong Evo. I'm going to overcommit here on defense, and I'm glad that I did because he went for the poison. So it looks like he's running, it kind of looks like Pekka. Pekka can be tricky. The best thing that you can do is kind of only play your Giant if you're up a lot of Elixir. You want them to play the Pekka first so that way you can kite it. Because otherwise the Pekka just shreds your Giant and they get a massive counter push. It might not be Pekka though. I'm not 100% sure about that claim. It just kind of looks like a Pekka deck. When you see poison and minions and battle ram, it just kind of feels like Pekka. So, like I said, not entirely sure. I'm just going to cycle a Snowball. Like I said, I don't love going in for the Giant without knowing what they're running. Hopefully he drops a Pekka on this and then we can go for like the kite that I was talking about. Nah, he doesn't. It's kind of unfortunate. Like I said, I don't want to be playing my Pekka. Okay, we're gonna go Night Witch here. Probably just take the poison. Honestly, that's fine. You need to be really like just delicate with how you play the Giant. Is delicate the right word? Considerate maybe? I don't know. Just be careful when you play it, that's all. Let's do this. Little Prince comes down as well. It's an okay Little Prince, I feel like. The reason I say that is because Bowler is like such a good answer to the LP. So I actually think I will go in for the Graveyard here. The reason being because he doesn't have, I guess he has minions, but we can arrows. And this is going to get a lot of damage. Yeah, he was kind of aggressive there. And like none of his troops really do that well against Graveyard, and the Bowler splashing on everything. So you can see there just like making decent decisions like absolutely saved me there. So shout outs to making good decisions like this so that way it doesn't dash. And I think this will take care of the Ghost. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, could that have been any more perfect? Night Witch in the back. There is the Pekka. Like I said, kind of like expected that they're going to go for the Pekka. So we're going to immediately pressure opposite lane because the Pekka is just too strong. I have arrows ready for minions, and now hopefully we get a significant amount of damage on the tower. That's, you know, the idea of going with that opposite lane pressure. Archer's down low like this. He doesn't really have any great way to kill them, and then we're going to go Bowler here in front. Okay, Evo Knight just to protect that Archer on that side. We did get a good amount of damage. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go Snowball here. Come on, Dagger Duchess. Come on, Dagger Duchess. Come on, Dagger Duchess. Okay. Things got a little dicey there. Oh, my friend. Okay, let's do this. Beautiful. Okay, we live. Night Witch down low. And just that kite was so smart. Oh my gosh, that kite won us the game. Kind of an aggressive Pekka at the bridge. I don't know what he was thinking. Anyways, really well played to us. We had to use a little bit of skill in that match. We'll take that W against Pekka. Catch you in the next match. I'm here against Nova Legend, the legend. Hey, I just want to say shout outs to you. You know, if you've made it this far into the video, you're 4 games in. Just know how much I appreciate you. You know, kind of a growing YouTuber, if you will, trying to grow. So if you're here supporting me, I just appreciate you. So I'm trying to provide you quality content, trying to post frequently, you know, almost every day. So just want to give you a shout out, the viewer. Let's go like this. Bowler's going to slow down that push. Archer's going to support. If he goes arrows, we can go for something else. Ooh, Bowler, a really great answer to Little Prince. Like I said, it just resets the charge. So I meant to have both archers supporting that, but that's all good. I'm tempted to go in here, especially when he popped the ability. Like, it really doesn't do that much for him. I think I'm going to go in with this, not with the giant, but just with the graveyard. I have arrows ready for, like, goblins or something that he chooses to play. I'm even going to go really aggressive and go arrows and snowball just to finish off the guards. It also slows down the tower, so we're going to get a good amount of damage. Nice. Really, really good damage. He also used his poison, and poison is one of the best answers to graveyard, so I just wanted to take advantage of that push and get damage while we could. Because if he has poison and guards, those are 2 of the best answers to graveyard. Like, his guards are basically spell resistant against me, so I can't expect to be getting a lot of damage against them. Okay, he goes in for the Goblin Drill. Let's do this. Bowler gonna be a great answer to the Goblin Drill, and gonna, like, kind of tank against the Prince, which is what we need. Okay. He just spent, what is that, 9 elixir, so we'll have a little bit of a counter push here. I'm not sure what would have been the best way to defend that. I mean, I'm happy with how that went. I don't want to go in here because he can just go poison or he can just go guard, so I think I'm just going to let this go. Maybe he'll spend something else, but I don't think so. Okay. I would love to, like, get his poison out of hand. I mean, he doesn't have Tesla in hand, but he has guards and Prince, which are such good answers for my giant. Yeah, he does that. I don't blame him, honestly. Might just go giant and forego the graveyard. Go archers like this. Just to DPS this down. Oh, that was a misclick. I meant to play arrows, but that's okay. That's alright. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. I'm going to go knight in front just to keep my bowler healthy. I want my bowler healthy against the LP. I can't really do it much here. Interesting. Okay. Get a little bit of damage on the tower. I like that. Just need to watch out for this counter push. Let's get the Night Witch popping. I'm going to go bowler here. Just to reset that. Dang, my bowler just got, like, destroyed. And he has Evo Tesla. Okay, we're going to have to dig deep. But this push is already dead, essentially. Just going to snowball this. Just, like, push it towards everything. But like I said, it's already over. Yeah, okay. Archer's like this. Gives him a good poison. Bowler. And, the poison value is so unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, it just ruins the counter push when they have, like, a poison like that. Okay. Unfortunate. Alright, we're going to have to go for a full reset and hope that we can maybe break through. In terms of matchups, I would go ahead and scribble this down as a bad matchup, if you will. But we're not going to complain. We're running the most no-skill deck, arguably, of all time. So are we here to complain? Absolutely not. We're going to do this. Okay. I'm going to go knight like this, get it in front. Oh, I was trying to get it in front, but it didn't work. That's okay. We take care of the Tesla. Oh, he uses his guards. That's really good for us, because even if he goes for poison, the giant is still a threat. Okay, good log by him, but the giant and the bats. Oh my god, we brought it all the way back? We brought it all the way back. Let's go, baby. In a matchup where he had guards, Evo Tesla, and poison. Wow. Was it perfectly played? No. But all that matters is we edged out the win. See you in the next match. Up here against Lux and Prime, and that last match goes to show that's why you never give up until it's over, especially when you're running Giant Graveyard. One push is all it takes. When you play this deck, most of the time you don't want to make the first move. You can, but you don't like want to per se. It kind of looks like he's running Hog or maybe Bait or Expo. It could be a lot of things. So yeah, there's the Hog. We're just gonna do this. You don't really have like immaculate answers to Hog, so as long as you're quick with your Knight, you only one shot, 2 shots actually, but that's okay. Maybe we can capitalize off of a counter push, maybe not. Let's go archers here to kind of like snipe this. Wow, good protection. Okay. If the firecracker helps out on the left side, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, it does. Tragic. Tragedy strikes, doesn't it? Don't love this for me. I really don't. I think I might. Okay. We're gonna do no. I was gonna say we're gonna do the giant graveyard player thing and just not defend, because that's what the giant graveyard player and me would do. And we're gonna do this and hope that we just take their tower. That's all that I'm really hoping for out of this interaction. And it looks like we're going to. W's for giant graveyard. Because in a 2-tower situation, it's like you're the benefiter of a 2-tower situation. So when in doubt, just don't defend. I think that was a good play. Like I said, I'm not 100% certain, but it kind of worked out. So now if he goes in with like a hog firecracker, that's a 7 elixir commitment, and then we can just go for a counter push. So nice. He goes for the log. I'm gonna go knight in front here just in case he wants to go for the firecracker. It's like he won't. That's fine with me, honestly. Yeah, I'm sure he's buckling up to go for the hog. I want to do bowler here to like snipe that. Snipe, for lack of a better word. We're going to apply a little bit of pressure. We're going to go archers as well, just where they're in that like super shot range. Beautiful. And I like this to protect the archers. Those archers are getting so much value. They just shredded that Tesla, and now they're shredding everything. Evo archers just carried that push. Oh my god. We did. Evo archers are crazy. If you don't have Evo archers, like I said, you don't need it, but like they got so much value there. Holy moly, my man didn't even get to go in for a Hog Rider. Another day, another 3 crown for a giant graveyard deck. It's a good day to be a no-skill player. Whew, we'll hold that W, and we'll see you in the next match. In our next match against Cuisine. 5 games, 5 wins. You know, some of them have been close, to be fair. Like, you know, that Goblin Giant Poison Guards Evo Tesla game wasn't the best. But you know, like I said, it's all about edging out a victory always. Let's do this. So that way my archer, well, lives. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I don't really have anything for that. Mortar, Inferno Dragon, Mega Knight maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not stoked to see that. But you know, giant graveyard always finds a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. So we need to be careful defending Mortar. Just kind of need to play around the Inferno Dragon as best as we can. Bowler's going to do okay on defense. I'm going to go for archers for additional support. Should push back the bomber. Goes for the NATO. Just aggressive, to be honest. He can probably get away with it, though, because most of my troops were killed by that counter push. So he has Mortar, Inferno Drag. Honestly, just playing around the Inferno Drag is pretty difficult. That's going to be kind of like our biggest demon. Okay, we're going to go Knight to tank for this instead of going for the Giant, just because I don't want him to get a good Inferno Dragon when I don't have answers for it. Okay, it's going to lock onto the tower. I'm fine with that. I'm intentionally doing that. Let's go Graveyard here. Maybe catch him off guard. We'll have Snowball and arrows ready. Okay, let's go arrows. Okay. Bowler going to do a decent job, but a lot of the skeletons have already spawned, so we should get like some chip onto the tower. That's fine, and that bowler's mostly gone. I wanted to catch him off guard, because if I go giant graveyard without archers in hand, the Inferno Tower kind of just cooks, or Inferno Dragon just kind of cooks me. Let's do this, and we're gonna archers like really far away. He'll probably just tornado it in though. That's what he's been doing. Okay, at least one of them lives. It's kind of like a tough push, to be honest. Let's go like this. He mistimed it. Okay. We're going to try and get a punish off. We're going to go graveyard and have arrows ready for goblins. I don't think he can afford a bowler right away. Okay, let's go arrows on the goblins right away. Nice. Okay, look at the knight, look at the graveyard, look at the knight, look at the graveyard. He has nothing else that he can play on that, so immaculate play by us. I'm going to go bowler early just to like dissuade him, but we're going for an Evo Mortar. And we just got to kind of pray here. Just kind of spam, snowball. He doesn't have Evo Bomber in hand, so I don't have to worry about too much. I will take arrows here. And we lived! And we lived! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Nice. He can't cycle back. Yeah, he just goes for the defensive mortar. I can't say that I blame him. I'm worried he has like a rocket or something. Bowler just to slow this down. I don't know if we can defend it, to be honest. So I might just sack and attack. Yeah, okay. He goes like pretty heavy on that, so we're gonna let that go. We're gonna go like this. Just trying to get as much damage as possible. Actually immaculately defended by my guy, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Archer's getting a ton of damage. We love that. I'm gonna do this. Nice. Okay, he wastes his Inferno Dragon, which means we will eventually get a guilt-free Giant. Let's go arrows here. Give me a really big arrows value. I think that was kind of a mistake, I would say. Okay, we're going to have to go archers here. Good NATO by him, but that's going to end the game. So GG's to that guy. He actually played really well. I think that's kind of his matchup, just going off of the support cards, but that's okay. GG's to him. He played better than most of our opponents, so we'll hold that W, and we'll catch you in the next game. Alright, into our next match, probably our last match of the video, so if you've made it this far, just know how much I appreciate you. And we're up against Cannoneer. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to say Hyuk it. Hyuk it. We're the no-skill player here, not them. Just against Cannoneer. Let's just do this, just in case he goes for a swarm. And, look at that. Decent damage. You won't see me complaining about that damage. He decided to go Princess at the bridge first play. We just going with the graveyard, baby. And we took, what is that, 800 damage in exchange for one Princess shot. My man's got to be careful. Bowler, one of the best answers into the game for Goblin Barrel as well. We haven't seen the Goblin Barrel, but it's just an assumption. I have Bowler ready for the barrel. We can go Knight in front here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Knight, Bowler. We might have to spend more on that left side. Okay, we're going to delay the snowball just a bit. And take damn near no damage. I should have put the Bowler more central in hindsight. That would have been a better play. Just a note for self. Not sure if I want to save. Come on, get the princess, get the princess, get the princess. No, Bowler! I was hoping Bowler would take care of the princess because now I have to spend on it, which is less than ideal. That's fine. We're gonna do this. Just let it get a shot. I'm fine arrowsing this. I think it's my best play because it gets more value than the princess does, in my opinion. Nice. Bats are gonna do a great job. I'm gonna cycle my knight so that way I can get to my Evo one. And I like the matchup so far. I like it. Goblin Gang, it was gonna be when we go in for a graveyard, probably the card that we want to arrows. Let's just go Bowler here. It'll clean all this up. Archers in the back as well, just to absolutely minimize the damage that we take. This princess gonna get a lot of value. I think I'm just gonna let her do her thing. Bowler should take care of the princess this time, even with that log. I know he has Rocket, so I assume he has Rockets. We're gonna go Night Witch in that lane. He could Rocket it. I would actually be fine if he chooses to do so. It's good arrows. I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna bide my time and wait though. Okay, we're gonna go Bowler like this. Arrows over here because now my Evil Knight will like live. Let's do this. My man goes for arrows. I think I might graveyard on the left because he still needs to defend the right as is. So if we go like this, yeah, he actually has to defend both sides. And look, he used his Goblin Gang on that side. So look at the damage that we're going to get on the left. And again, Bowler's still going to get damage on the tower, my man. You got to play something. You got to play something. Let's go like this. Maybe predict a gang. No, does not play it. He just sack and attack. Great snowballs by us to preserve our tower. And a nice W against a skilled log bait user. We're going to hold it. Catch you in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. If you have no Evos, I would say put minions in for archers and just keep Knight in. Or if you only have Evo Knight, this deck is really strong. So give it a try. I promise you'll get lots of easy wins, especially if you're at mid ladder or upper mid ladder. This deck is amazing for you. So once again, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the deck, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.